Hello, my name is Ricky, and welcome to another episode of Lowe's How to Anything. Do you have some cabinets that need to be refreshed, need to be repainted, or you just want to change the color? Well, you're in luck, because today I'm going to show you how to repaint those cabinets. And we're going to go over 3 different methods. One, fast and easy. The second approach is a balanced approach, and the third one is a professional finish. So you can determine which one is best for your project. So, let's get started. All right, so this is where I'm going to be working, outdoors. So I don't have to worry about ventilation. But if you're painting indoors, maybe a garage or a bedroom, you want to open windows and doors to get that proper ventilation. But we're outside, so we're fine. But I'm still painting, and I'm still going to make a mess. So we need to prep our area. I'll take this plastic, cover the ground, cover the table, bring in the cabinets, and we're ready to get started. So here are our 3 cabinets, and as you can see, they're pretty worn down. But before we give them that nice fresh coat of paint, we have to prep them. That's the most important thing. So we'll take it and we'll remove all the hardware. Once we do that, we'll remove the doors. And once we have all that laid out, we will use some TSP. Now TSP is important because it cleans dirt, grime, and wax. So that'll get our surface ready to get it painted. So let's start cleaning. Now quick tip, when you're removing your hardware, you want to make sure these hinges go exactly where they were before, because there's a lot of adjustment screws on some hinges. And if you switch them or interchange them, the doors won't close correctly. So if you label them 1 or 2 or A or B or 1, 2, 3, you know exactly where they go back. So I labeled my hinges 1B and 1T. So 1B would go on the bottom here. So I labeled this 1B, and 1T would go here on the top. Now, if I go into the next door, that would be 2B and 2T and so on. So you know exactly where everything went back. I love using TSP. That stands for trisodium phosphate. It's just much better than your standard degreaser. And it's great because it's for paint prep. All of our cabinets are cleaned and disassembled. Now we're going to start with the easiest and fastest way to repaint. We're going to use liquid sandpaper. All 3 methods, we have to sand. Now if we apply this, it will roughen the surface and degloss everything and get it ready for our paint to adhere. All right, we're gonna wait till this dries and then wipe off any lingering residue. Our cabinet is now dry from our liquid sandpaper, and now it's time to prime. Now I love using Valspar stain blocking bonding primer. And the reason why is it's for cabinets and doors. But best of all, it's dry in 30 minutes. So we'll be back here in no time to put the paint on. So when I paint cabinets, I like to brush in all the edges and corners first with a 2-inch angled brush. And while it's still wet, I like to go over it with a nice smooth foam roller. And that will get rid of all my brush marks. The roller can't get into the cracks that well, so a brush is necessary. But then by going over it with the roller, all those brush marks will just disappear. right, we're gonna let this dry for 30 minutes and then we'll be ready to paint. Our primer is dry and now it's time to paint. And I am using my favorite paint, Valspar's cabinet and furniture paint. It's incredible. It resists stains and it's very scuff and fade resistant. And the same as we did last time, we're gonna brush in all the edges and then we're gonna back roll it. Look at this beautiful fresh color. We're gonna use it on all 3 of our cabinets. And we want to do at least 2 coats so we can get that perfect finish. All right, we're gonna let the paint dry and move on to our second cabinet. Now we're on to our second cabinet. And just like the first cabinet, we're gonna paint and prime with the roller and brush. But we're gonna sand it a little differently. We're gonna use a hand blocking sander. Now I like to use a 220 grit because if I use 150, 120 grit, it's a little too coarse and it could scratch up our surface. But a 220 gives us just enough tooth so that the paint and primer would adhere. Now when you're sanding, you want to go in a circular motion. If you end up going up and down or just side to side, sometimes when you spray or paint, you will see the lines from your sandpaper. So with this one, we want to make sure we go in a circular motion. And I love the sponge sanding because it has this little corner edges and I can really get in the corners and get every spot. All right, I'm done sanding. So what we want to do is dry dust this off and we'll be ready for the primer. The primer's dry on our second cabinet, so let's get it painted. We are on to our third cabinet. Now, before we do anything on this third cabinet, we have a few gouges and marks, and we want to fix that. So we will be using a fast drying bonding filler. Now this has a bit of an odor, so you want to use the proper PPE. Now this has kind of a guessing ratio to it. The bonding filler, it comes with a cream hardener. Now, you roughly want to do a ratio of 2% of the cream hardener to the filler. And that'll give you about 15 minutes of working time. If you want to dry a little quicker, you can add maybe 5 to 7%. So I'll add the cream hardener, and then once I do that, I'll stir it thoroughly. All right, let's apply it. So I'm going to apply this at a low angle and then a little bit of a steeper angle to get the excess. And that will fill in all of our gouges, and then we can sand it out in 15 minutes. All right, our bonding filler is now nice and dry and we can sand it. Now, this is our third way of painting, the professional way. So in order to make it nice and smooth, we are going to use an orbital sander. Now in this sander, I'm using a 220 grit paper. It's not too rough, not too smooth, but it'll get this bonding filler all leveled out. I just finished using the orbital sander, and now it's time to prime and paint. And for this third finish, we are gonna use an airless sprayer. Now, if you wanna know how to use an airless sprayer, I did a whole other Lowe's how-to video on that. Look that up, and that'll show you just how to use this. But the third method is gonna give us the most professional finish that we can use. So, let's start priming. Okay, the primer's all done. We'll let this dry and I'll clean out the sprayer and get it ready for the paint. And that's it, we're all done. Now, if you want to paint how we did cabinet number 1, you'll use the brushing method and the rolling, and it'll turn out great. Method number 2 is a little more involved. We did the brushing and we did the sanding by hand. Or cabinet number 3, which we use an airless sprayer that gives you a more professional finish. Either way, your cabinets will turn out beautiful. Now, if you want to paint your own cabinets, you can find everything you need at Lowe's or Lowe's.com. And while you're at the store, if you need some help, please talk to a Lowe's Red Vest associate and they'll be more than happy to help you out. And please like and subscribe this video and let me know what you want to see on the next episode of Lowe's How To Anything.